My name is Mike Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor with the IRS. I worked for a decade. I'm a national expert in IRS resolution matters. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I kind of grown fond of YouTube. I've been doing this for a year, and YouTubers are kind of like Home Depot people. You like to do it yourself, which is suits me fine. You get a couple cases. You really do try to help people, but I wind up giving more answers than really getting cases from it. But being a former agent and doing this a long time, I kind of like to rip back the curtain so you kind of see what an IRS agent thinks. I try to give you quick and fast responses. A lot of people like to get on YouTube and they're big bags of wind, and my YouTubes are probably no more than 5 minutes. So you're not going to be on here long. Me and my M&M man give you a thumbs up. I want to talk to you about IRS problems and IRS problem resolution and how to find the best expert for what you really need to do. I've worked so many cases. I have a whole team of experts on staff. So, you may want to use this. You may want to use someone local. We do a lot of representation. But let me at least tell you how you should judge and do looking for people. Some people like to do searches nationwide for the best person that fits their problem. Other people like to find local people who do the situation. But here's how you drill down on who to work for. A lot of people work with. A lot of people have this general IRS problems. We can solve this. We can solve this. Generally, the first person you speak to is salespeople. They're the kind of the lead for the company. They like to sell you on the person. If you ask them a technical question, they ain't gonna have any idea what to answer. They're really there to get in your pocket and to try to ascertain what your situation is, and then give it to the expert really who sits in the back office who never talks to you. So the first person that you want to talk to is the person actually working your case. You don't want to speak to salespeople. You want to speak to either an attorney, a CPA, enrolled agent, or some former IRS agent who knows what they're doing. Second, you want to ask the experience level that that person has. Then after that, you should say, hey, based on the facts that I'm giving you, what are some of the results that I should be getting? When you work a lot of cases, someone worth their salt will tell you exactly what's going to happen when you hear the case. You give me a case, I'm going to tell you in 2 minutes how the case is going to close. There's a lot of people that can do that. The other thing you want to do, you want to make sure that if you have a problem with the audit division, you talk to someone who has audit experience. You want to have someone that you owe debt to. You want to speak to someone who worked in the collection division. If you have an appeals case, you want to speak to someone who worked in the appeals division. So it's not one church fits all. You want to really find the O-ring that goes ahead and fits your exact problem. That's why on our site I have 10 people that do work every division. We overlap, but you want to find someone that can help you with your particular problem. Anybody worth their salt, anybody, if you have an IRS problem, should be able to tell you why specifically they can end the problem and how they're going to end the problem. The only time you can't do this is when you're calling for an IRS audit, because the person doesn't know what your records look like until they get in them. So do your due diligence, check the people out, check their rating, check their firm out, see if they've worked for the IRS, how long they've had, what their experience level is, whether they're a veteran of something, and make sure. Now, let me tell you, for small problems, just call IRS yourself. You don't need to get involved. The big firms are really for people that owe $50,000 and up. Those are the cases kind of we work. So a lot of times your local accountant can go ahead and help. Just make sure they have experience in the area that you are looking for. So remember, get the professional. After you give them the facts, a professional shouldn't have to do much more due diligence than to be able to look at your facts and say, this is what I think is going to happen. If I've helped you any, please just say, you can leave me a subscription. Apparently YouTube loves subscriptions, or give me a like, but leave me a comment. If you have a question for me, I usually try to answer my questions at the end of every week. So anyway, happy hunting. Thank you for your time, and I do appreciate any questions you give me. And once again, I love a subscription. Thank you.